All right, I hope you guys like that fun little short film that we put together, kind of revealing the Gibellini camera here. I kind of talked about it in one of my other videos and showed the behind the scenes at the factory and things like that. But thanks to my friend Tim and his amazing studio, I'll put a link down to both his Instagrams down below. Thanks to him, I was able to take the Gibellini and the Pagani Huayra roadster, and yeah, he's got an amazing space there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Just kind of a fun little short film, and let's get into the unboxing of this thing. All right, so this thing comes in a pretty deluxe packaging. The camera is quite expensive, so you know, it's something I would kind of expect, but also to protect it in shipping and things like that. So it's got this nice slip fit with the logo on here. Kind of open it up. You have your certificate of authenticity in here and a quality control check that they do at the factory. You open it up here and see this beautiful camera. The foam is all laser cut in here for it. It fits super nice. So here it is, all folded up. All right, so it comes folded up in the box, obviously for shipping reasons. Pretty compact, not too bad. It's nice and hefty. So yeah, you have this little dial here that you unlock. It's a little bit awkward to do this off a tripod, so I'll do my best to unfold it here. Do your rear standard, then you push your front standard forward a bit to clear the area here. This is the hardest part off the tripod. Let's see how I can do this here. Fold up your front standard. It has a locking mechanism that actually clicks into place here, which is pretty cool. So it locks your front standard at 0. There we go. Okay, we'll find sign 0 here. All right, there it is, all unfolded in all its glory, its beauty. I chose a titanium anodized finish for the body here, and then gold on the knobs, and I believe they call us sand or a tan bellows, as well as the tan knobs here and the tan handles. I think they actually laser engraved this, which is pretty cool. But as you guys saw in my last video, I make all my own leather stuff, so I think I'm gonna do like a really cool custom strap in the front here, and then the handle up here. Not sure out of which leather yet, but I'm gonna do something pretty special for it. So yeah, here it is. Absolutely gorgeous. Super happy with it, and really enjoy shooting it. So in a past career, I owned a company doing CNC machine parts for cars and things like that. So I have a bit of a background in machining, and kind of just when I look at this, I really can see how much time and effort and design, and also just precise manufacturing. Like, there's a lot of things they could leave rough or certain edges and places maybe you wouldn't see, but honestly, like, no detail is left untouched here. It's pretty amazing. So just the fit and finish and the quality of the machining and construction of this is second to none. Really impresses me. So what's really cool is all most of the bearings and slides and adjustments on this actually run on, I think it's a 3D printed material. So everything's really smooth. It has like a nice damped feel to it. All the movements have detents to click in, which is really essential for me. I like being able to find 0, and then some of the other like 45-degree angles, and have detents in them. But everything is ultra precise, and with a camera like this, especially when a camera folds, what's important with it is that it's very stiff, especially because I shoot wet plate tintype, so sometimes I'm putting big barrel lenses on cameras like this. So having a very rigid front standard, rear standard, just kind of everything is a chassis, it's very important to me. So really the base of a camera like this is the base of it, and it's this bottom part here. So it's absolutely insanely overkill, overbuilt, and machined out to save weight. But really, I think the geometric structure of this bottom system here really just kind of gives the camera a good base and a good place to build off of for the rigidity of the rest of the camera. All right, so there's 2 main features on this camera that are kind of my favorite out of everything on it. Number 1 is how the lens mounts. I'll show that in a second. And number 2, I've never seen a camera do this way. It's how the film holders actually go into the back of the camera. So super unique, something I've never seen on any other camera. So most cameras, the way it works is you flex the back out here from one side, it pivots, and then the holder slides in there, and then it kind of locks down, but you don't always get even pressure on it that way. So what Gibellini has developed here is it's a cam system. So it slides on 4 cams here, so it keeps it even. It's not tilting off of one pivot point. So you just go back like this, lock it in, and then you're ready to go to drop your holder, and it actually holds the whole thing out stable and level like that, which is really nice. Your holder drops straight in like that. you release the cams, and it puts nice even pressure across the whole film plane of holding the holder. So keeps it really sealed, really tight. When you're ready to take it out, you do the same thing in reverse. Lock your cams into place, and the holder's nice and loose in here. You're not fiddling with the camera. So that's something I've found before too. If you don't have a really stable tripod head, and even if you do, what can happen is when you flex out that plate and you're trying to get this thing in here like that, you can make micro movements to the camera and throw off your composition. So this way, there's no resistance as the holder goes in, so the camera stays perfectly where you set it up for your composition. All right, so the other detail that I mentioned was how the lens mounts. So most other cameras, there's a 2-cam system. You drop the lens in the bottom and you have the cams flipped in the up position. And once it drops in, you clip it, you put the cams back down, it locks it in place, works great. But this isn't like a big thing in practical use per se. But man, just the little details like this really make the camera for me. So up here, you just push these 2 levers, just one finger operated, and you just drop it in and let go. Locks the lens in, nothing to worry about, super stable, like I said. So the little details like that are really what make this camera for me. All right, before I go, I just wanted to mention and give a big shout out to my friend Joe for doing some behind the scenes photo, which is what you saw in the thumbnail here. So big thanks to Joe, and my friend Gavin for helping me film that cool short film in the beginning. I'll leave a link to their Instagrams in the description below, so you guys check them out, give them a follow. But I hope you guys enjoyed a first look at this Gibellini 8x10. The next video I'll be taking out in the field and making some photos with it finally. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.